you Aquarians, welcome to these general horoscopes for Aquarians for the month of October 2012. What is going on for the Aquarians? Well, very exciting stuff going on for a lot of Aquarians, and actually a very exciting month for all of us, because I was talking about Neptune and Saturn trine in the monthly horoscopes of September. And this trine is going to manifest during the whole month of October. Now, Saturn is all about boundaries, Neptune is all about higher ideals. So in some kind of way, all of us are going to try to combine these two. And for you, for Aquarians, this is all happening in the, let's have a look. Discounting, I'm so bad at it. Mea culpa, I write it down and I still can't see. Yes, Saturn is of course in traditional astrology. I know in modern astrology Uranus is your ruler. In traditional astrology it's Saturn, so it's quite important. And Saturn is in your 10th house. So that's a very important transit. This transit is going on for the upcoming 2 years. So it shows, it reflects that you are going to put quite some energy to get your goals when it considers your work, your social status, or how other people see you in life. Even when you don't have a job, you try to show and to profile yourself in some kind of way, and this is all going to have a shift. There's a shift going on with that Saturn in your 10th house. Now, there's a lot of activity there. There's a lot of deep thinking, because also Mercury, the planet of thinking, is involved. So you really are thinking very deeply. Neptune is involved in this trine, and it's in your 2nd house, and that's your self-worth. So probably this could be a mixture of trying to manifest something, but with feet on the ground, but also with higher ideals, and it has to do with your self-worth. So it's what you're all about. It's your talents that you want to apply, and that is a good thing. But that is the upcoming years that is going to be on the background. Now, what else is happening? During the middle of the month, there is a kind of a square going on. So an opposition of Mars and Jupiter, and a square to Venus. Well, what does it all mean for Aquarians? Well, it's exciting for Aquarians because the 5th and the 10th, the 11th house are involved. Now, the 5th house is a house of creativity. And as most Aquarians are, they are very original. They are mostly avant la lettre. They know things in advance. Now with Jupiter in that 5th house, it's really, you try to be very creative. It's the house of creation. It's the house of children. It's the house of expression, of sexual expression. And it could be because this Jupiter opposes Mars in the 11th. Maybe you're going to have sex with a friend. Could be the case. But for other Aquarians, it could mean something else. It could mean Mars in the 11th in the house of friends, that there's a lot of activity going on, that you're doing a lot of stuff with friends, or or maybe with group activities, and that Jupiter in the 5th house is also involved, so your self-expression is involved. The only thing I want to advise is that you don't go too bold, so you don't overdo, because that's what Mars in Sagittarius opposing Jupiter tends to do. Jupiter wants to exaggerate and wants to enlarge everything, and sometimes the flip side is exaggeration. So that's the only thing that I want to make you aware of, because I think a lot of Aquarians are very much aware of themselves. And it's so this opposition is squaring up to Venus, and Venus is in Virgo, and Virgo is in your 8th house. So you're really trying to put some effort in the changes that you will have to make in your life. because that 8th house and Venus is in there, which is a benefic. But 8th house is not an easy house. It's a house of transformation. It's a house of, you know, that you want to shift things, that you want to transform. Maybe through love, you're going to transform. That's a beautiful thing. Venus represents love. The 8th house is transformation. So maybe because of a deep intimacy with someone, you're going to be able to make all these changes that you want to make on that deep level. So that's what it's all about, but the fixed stars again are involved. Now, there is, in the middle of the month also, whilst that all is happening, that square, that a lot of energy, you know, in that 5th house and that 11th house, of that self-expression, the friends, the hopes that you're having, you really want to go for it, you really want to go, you really want to set up your long-term goals, and you really want to start it. And there is also a new moon in Libra, and that is on the fixed star Spica. And Spica is about protection, and it's about you'll be fine. So no matter what happens, no matter what you're doing, actually the most important sentence for this monthly horoscope is that you'll be fine, because that new moon is in your 9th house, and it's the house of the higher understanding. So it's a very protective new moon for all of us, and for you particularly, in your consciousness, your understanding of things, your understanding of you, and that is good. And that will the triggering of this new understanding is probably that Mars-Jupiter opposition, because also fixed stars are involved with this Mars-Jupiter opposition. Jupiter in that 5th house is going retrograde as from the 5th of October, which means that you are trying to make shifts in your self-expression, and it's going to conjunct a fixed star which is called Aldebaran or Aldebaran, and that is the new beginning. So new beginnings, endings are again involved in all this. So new beginnings when it comes to your own creative you, and maybe endings, because Mars is on the star of Antares, of cutting off and ending. So maybe endings with friends, maybe endings of no good aspirations. So you're going to make a shift, and that you're going to benefit from it through the next upcoming months. So Aquarians, I hope this is helpful for you. If you want me to look at your personal horoscope, because these of course are general ones, get in touch. I'll put a link. Thank you for watching. Wish you all the best for October, and see you soon in November. Bye bye.